famous hunter anger comes out at last. I know you like flirting with Marjorie in front of me. You got a big laugh at poking fun at my insecurities. And the fact that it was with the color girl, well, that just made it twice as funny, right? Sure, it bothered me, but I knew how to push your buttons too. I got my kicks in, cutting you down in front of the girls and your brother. So I didn't think too much about Marjorie Duran. Not until the night Liz was born. January 14th. You remember how the snow was pouring down? And I wasn't going to go out because I could tell Liz was about to come. I always knew when they were about to arrive. But the soup kitchen at St. Charles was understaffed, and I promised to call you if anything happened. You put up quite a fight at first, but I convinced you to let me go because the homeless needed a place to get out of the weather. I even took Katie with me and parked her in the corner so you wouldn't have to fuss with her because you really didn't know how to handle kids back then. And the girls in the kitchen, they loved doting on her. So there I was, ladling out chicken noodle soup to the homeless when my water broke. And they called the house. Phone just kept ringing, nobody picked up. Lindsay Black ran the 2 blocks through the storm, banged on the door. No one answered. They even called your brother to see if he had heard from you, but no, he hadn't heard from you all day. No one knew where you were. You had just disappeared. And as they were loading me into the ambulance, all I could think about was that you were gone. Somehow, I knew I had lost you. And 2 hours later, when I held Liz for the first time, I cried. And all the nurses thought I was crying tears of joy. But I was mourning you, dear, because I thought you were dead. And then you were there, magically there in front of me. And somehow, before you said anything, I knew you had been with Marjorie. But I listened as you told me how her heat had gone out and how her husband was out of town and how you just had to go over and help her fix the boiler so she wouldn't freeze to death. But I knew you were lying. I could see the lust in your eyes. And I could smell her on your skin. And 9 months later, light-skinned Kara was born.
Edith!